Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm here discussing about classes and objects, method overloading and overriding inheritance, which comes under object-oriented concept with Java classes and objects. Java is an object-oriented programming language. In Java, the classes and objects are the basic and important feature of object-oriented programming system. Java classes. A class is a blueprint from which individual objects are created, or we can say a class is a data type of an object type. In Java, everything is related to a classes and objects. Each class has its methods and attributes that can be accessed and manipulated through a objects. For example, if you want to create a class for students, in that case, the student will be a class and the student records like student number 1, student number 2, etc. will be the objects. We can also consider that the class is a factory that is user defined blueprint to produce the objects. Creating or declaring a Java class. To create a class, you need to use access modifiers followed by a class keyword and class name. Syntax to create in a Java class, we can see here the syntax. The access modifier followed by the class name in that the data members, constructors, methods we can define. Java objects. Java in an object is a variable of the type class. It is a basic component of an object-oriented programming system. A class has a methods and the data members, that is attributes. These methods and the data members are accessed through an object. Thus, an object is the instance of a class. If we consider the real world, we can find many objects around us cars, dogs, humans, etc. All these objects have a state and a behavior. If we consider a dog, then its state is a name, breed, and color, and the behavior is barking, wagging the tail, and the running. How to create an Java object. As mentioned previously, a class provides a blueprints for objects. So basically an object is created from a class. In Java, the new keyword is used to create new objects. There are three steps when creating an object from a class: declaration, instantiation, initialization. Declaration, a variable declaration with a variable name with an object type. Instantiation, the new keyword is used to create the object. Initialization, the new keyword is followed by a call to a constructor. This call initializes a new object. The syntax to create a Java object, the below syntax to create an object of the class in Java, we can see the class name followed by object name, and that will be equal to a new class name and followed by a parameters in bracket. The note, the parameters are optional and can be used while you are using a constructor in the class. The next topic is the Java method overriding. Method overriding allows us to achieve a runtime polymorphism, and it is used for writing specific definitions of a subclass method that is already defined in the superclass. The method is a superclass, and overridden method in the subclass should have the same declaration signature such as parameters list, type, and the return type. When it comes to usage of Java method overriding, following are the two important usages of the method overriding in Java. That is, method overriding is used for achieving runtime polymorphism, and it is also used for writing specific definitions of a subclass method. This method is known as an overridden method. The next is Java method overloading. When a class has two or more methods by the same name but different parameters at the time of calling based on the parameters passed, respective method is called, or the respective method body will be bonded with the calling lines dynamically. This mechanism is known as a method overloading. And for example for method overloading is, if you observe the following example, here we can created a class named tester. This class has two methods which has the same name, add, and the return type. The only difference is the parameters they accept. One method accepts two integer variables and the other accepts three integer variables. We can see the return a plus b, and here the return will be a plus b plus c. The same method we using, that is add method. When you invoke the add method, based on the parameters you pass, the respective method body gets executed. And there are different ways of Java method overloading. The method overloading can be achieved using following the ways while having the same name methods in a class. Use different number of arguments and use the different type of arguments. And invalid ways of the Java method overloading are: method overloading cannot be achieved using the following ways while having the same name methods in a class. The compiler will compile of duplicate method presence using a different return type and using a static and non-static methods. The next topic is Java inheritance. In Java programming, the inheritance is an important of concept of Java hooks, that is object oriented. Inheritance is a process where one class acquires the properties, that is the methods and attributes of another. With the use of inheritance, the information is made manageable in the hierarchical order. The class which inherits the properties of other is known as a subclass. Derived class, that is and the subclass will contain derived class and the child class, and the class while the properties are inherited is known as a superclass, that is base class and the parent class. Why do we need a Java inheritance? The main important points are code reusability, extensibility, implementation of method overriding, and achieving abstraction. When it comes to code reusability, the basic need of an inheritance is to reuse the features. If you have defined some functionality once, by using the inheritance, you can easily use them in other classes and packages. The next point is extensibility. The inheritance helps us to extend the functionalities of a class. If you have a base class with some functionalities, you can extend them by using the inheritance in the derived class. Implantation of the method overriding. The inheritance is required to achieve one of the concepts of polymorphism, which is a method overriding. The next point is achieving abstraction. Another concept of hooks, that is abstraction, also needs inheritance. The next is implementation of a Java inheritance. To implement inheritance in Java, that is usage of inheritance in Java, that extends the keyword is used. The extends. It inherits the properties, that is attributes or the methods of the base class to the derived class. The word extends means to extend the functionalities, that is extensibility of the features. The syntax to implement inheritance we can see here from the highlight, the class super, and the in brackets we can define the methods, and the next is the class sub, that is extend super. The super is a keyword and extends is also a keyword followed by the super. Thank you.